Hi, back after a bit of a connection issue. Welcome to my live. I'll be joined by Gill Kirkham shortly, and we're going to be talking about her autumn equinox spiritual up-leveling. Just going to wait for her to join. And welcome to anyone who's watching now. Gill and I have been working together. Hello. Gill, I've been part of Gill's membership called Luminous since March, and she is the most incredible. Hi, Gill, welcome. I was just talking about how I knew you and how we've been working together for a while now. So Gill is joining me. I'm going to be asking her about her equinox spiritual up level. And Gill, first of all, how are you this morning?
I'm okay. I've been obviously talking about the spiritual up level with a few people this morning, so things are hotting up. It's getting exciting. It's like channel something and within 3 days find the right people to give it to, or to bring it to, or empower with, and who's going to bring their stuff to the table all at the same time is pretty riding the waves of trusting in the universe wholly and entirely. So it's exciting and slightly like, what's next? What's next?
I bet, I'm sure. And I'm so excited to have been invited to join you to do some breath work to close the circle of the container. So that's very exciting.
Absolute pleasure. Well, you're been amazing, Jess. You're really stepping in. Every single thing you do, I'm just trying to plug in at the same time. Every single thing that you do, is amazing. You just do it. Just to say, anyone who's watching this that hasn't worked with Jess, every single person in Luminous, the community that we are in together, says that Jess is the best breathwork practitioner they have ever come across. And no matter how much money other breathwork practitioners have cost or how big they appear, they've had these amazing results with Jess, and that is purely down to your diligence, and you just want to do the best job all the time, and it shows. It really, really, really shows. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. Can you hear the noise, by the way? Do I need to shut the window?
I can't hear any noise.
Okay.
You're good to go. So thank you so much for those very kind words, Jill. That's lovely to hear.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about you. I really want to, because you work in a different way to a lot of coaches I've worked with. So if you just want to give people a little bit of an idea of how you work and what you're all about.
Okay. So I work with the entire person, so how they are emotionally, how they are spiritually, how they are in their business, how they are with money, how they are in relationships. And I do that energetically, as well as all of my background. So everything has led up to this point. So I was in sales forever. So my background was joining up people with their desires. And I was not your average salesperson, because I just happened to speak the truth more than a lot of people. And because I'm psychic, things always just came out. So yeah, it was an interesting ride of sales. I then had this whole kind of breakthrough when my sales job, my tanning business and my landlording all went at the same time. It was like the domino effect, and then I was shown by the universe that isn't my path. I'm not into being all that stuff. I'm here to turn on all of my gifts and connect with not only my spirit guides but my galactic family, multi-dimensional energy, shamanic energy, every single energy that comes along. I feel like I'm a switchboard for that. So whatever the person or people need, it comes through. I'm really blessed and lucky to have the ability to not only hold one person at the same time and read, but hold a massive group as well. So I think we first met at Soul Circus, didn't we? And there were about 100 people in that TP, and we did a quantum leap. And yeah, what did you feel about that?
Well, interesting you should ask. I was thinking about this yesterday. I did one session with you, and it was just at such a great time for me. And as you say, even though we were in a big group, I got exactly what I needed from that session. And as we've worked together more, I'm part of Gill's membership, which is called Luminous, and we do group coaching, and we also do activations in big groups. And every time I have a session, I get exactly what I need. And it seems that everyone else in the sessions, I wouldn't want to speak for people, but it seems that they get exactly what they need.
Yeah.
And one of the things, something I want to talk to you about, you've helped me with the most, is getting over my fear, because fear is a real block for me, and I presume many people. And you mentioned fear being a big part of the Equinox up-leveling. So tell me a little bit about that.
It's false evidence appearing real, isn't it? That's what fear is. And over the last 2 weeks, things that would normally freak out anybody has become quite normal to me. Like 3 o'clock in the morning, the washing machine starts going beep, 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 like it's the end of its cycle and there's no washing in it. Literally, I'll just show you. This flying off the shelf over there and landing at my feet.
That would be quite scary.
Yeah. Literally feeling like there's 10 people in the room behind me and not being able to see any of them. My granddad's coming to me through the pure smell of Rajeska salami at my friend's house and telling me to daidu, because he was Polish and that was his way of saying slow down, daidu, Jilly, daidu, Jilly. Floods of tears, floods of tears, floods of tears. He died about 10 years ago. And starting, there's like a secret group that you know about in called Crystalline Mastermind, that is for seers and people that are quite developed spiritually. And within that group, we all set our goals, and mine was to channel like Elizabeth April. I was like, I want to channel like Elizabeth April, like hear the voices, because I'm like this switchboard, but I don't hear voices, I feel the words. And I wanted was like, please can I hear the voices now? I really want to have that dialogue like Abraham Hicks, literally just coming through. And within 3 days, this dark energy that was following me around, banging things, freezing, making washing machines go off, and the blue being energy that was supporting it was shown to me, and I had to travel in to the dark, going down into the dark, and then out of complete respect for going on to that journey, the channeling came in, and I was speaking directly to what I feel are my galactic parents, and then another being who was from the Galactic Federation, something, not sure yet, battalion. And yeah, they were just telling me things like, the beautiful thing they said was, you hold the ocean in a jar. You can hold the ocean in a jar. And I was like, oh wow, what a profound thing to say. And what came through was this tool, this energetic tool, which is pure ninth dimension. And Jane in the group saw it, because I was feeling it, holding it, making it happen, but she could see how it was working and transmuting. And it all stems back from me at my childhood, being scared of who was talking to me and me kind of closing it off, and that's who's behind me. And the key message was, never be afraid of what's behind you, because they're all fully there to support you. And that's who they were. So they've been communicating with me like this the whole time, but I've closed it down. So what I've been guided to do is give this out. I've literally got, I don't know if it's still there, let me look that way, but a bloodshot eye, and it was like the shape of a little heart, because the pressure of my head for the last 2 days has been like, while this has been downloaded into my brain so that I can support the next people. And I'm calling in 10 intuitive leaders. I think we've got 3 already to come on this journey with me. And
have 7 spaces left
at the moment. Yeah, there's 3 that have said yes, but they haven't signed on the dotted line yet to come into the container. So we'll see. But there's 7 spaces left. We've got 2 days.
Who are you looking for? Who's this container for?
So it's for anybody that is an intuitive leader who understands the difference between light and dark and knows that there isn't any separation really, and they want to embody that with full, these are the key words, unconditional receiving. So it's all about learning how to empower yourself to manifest from a totally different place of unconditional receiving. And then take that to the clients. So probably a healer, probably a coach, something like that, but doesn't have to be. Sorry, I'm just making sure my battery doesn't die. Classic things happen.
Okay, great.
And go on.
So what sort of thing will they, what's the tangible takeaway for them? What will they be able to get afterwards?
So it's a 3-stage container. So the group work will be masterminding. So the initial cleanse and activation on the equinox, which is like the looking glass of everything, the tipping point of where they're going. Then a one-to-one. So their galactic signature colouring will be red. They will be shown who they really are, where they've really come from. And I feel it's going to be collaborative. It's not going to be us necessarily telling. It's all going to be the person, because they're going to be high vibes themselves anyway, and they're going to understand all of it. And it's going to, you know, when things fall into place, I don't like to say fall, but click into place on different levels. They're going to have all of their signature red. They're going to understand this tool and how to work it, feel it while we're holding the space, and bring it into their energy, raise their vibration if they need to be able to use that. And then another spiritual mastermind, then another one-to-one transformational to see how they're getting on in a few weeks' time. So it's a process. And then another spiritual mastermind. So they're going to meet the other people in the container. That is in itself going to be a really high vibe container. So it's knowing that whatever comes out in that week is going to be theirs to then take forward. And I said, I want to channel like Elizabeth April. She's a great channeler if no one's heard of her. And it's happened. So what would they like to get out of it? What gifts are they ready to bring to the world? That's pretty much it in a nutshell. And would they like to do that with me and with other people that are in the same space? Because we are here to collaborate. The awakening, everything that is happening now is about collaboration and connection. So
it sounds incredible.
Who knows what will happen after.
Sounds absolutely incredible. Tell me a bit about who the other facilitator is. There one other, or I know Jane is. So, tell us a bit about Jane, because she's
Jane's incredible. She channels galactic patterning. So I'll give you an idea of what Jane did for me when we first met. So I was traveling for 2 years and I was doing grid work for the planets. I worked with some dark goddess energy in Peru, did some healing of the slave days in Antigua, worked with the, oh my God, it's been taken out of my brain. What's the stuff that's all going on the planet at the moment? The Knights Templar stuff. Pouring Knights Templar, feminine energy into the Knights Templar chalice no other woman had been through in 600 years. And various things in Iceland, Spain, various stone circles and stuff. And Jane says, have you ever mapped it out? And I said, no. I mapped it out everywhere I've been, and it was the Sirius constellation, and that she said it just before Lionsgate. So it's like she just has this pure divine information channel of whatever that person needs.
Yeah, I've had the joy of doing a session with Jane as part of your Luminous membership, and it's just incredible. She is wonderful, and again, I got exactly what I needed in that moment from her. Exactly,
and it's because Jane and I have this same feeling, and it's about integrity, and it's like an empowered abundance, and it's a generous feel. Like some people are very kind of in their own self-importance, and it's just about them and what they're going to do and what they're going to provide. And there's other people that are knowing and trusting that the information isn't there. So that information isn't mine, it's not Jane's. We're not holding on to it. We're bringing it in. We're conduits. We get to choose our life and what we do, and then we're kind of channeled and rewarded by having this generous space to hold it in. And it's all part of our learning. I mean, I'm learning every single day as well. It's not like I know it all, that is for sure. This working with this kind of energy is just, every day is a new day. Every day is a surprise.
I love that about you, Jill. You've got this constant feel of curiosity, and you encourage that in us as well. You're not there telling people how it is, and it's all about collaborating and coming together. And I think that level of, it's almost like you're showing the people who are going to be joining this container respect and that they have so much to bring as well already. It's just about shaking off that fear, blowing it away, and really bringing forward the gifts, really, that are all there.
And then having the tool to do that with your clients.
That's
as well.
An incredible bonus.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. So 7 more people, come on in.
That's very exciting.
The link's on. You've got the link on here, haven't you?
Yes. So anyone who wants to sign up, any intuitive leaders listening to this who wants to sign up, the link is in my bio.
Okay, cool.
So sign up there, or get in touch with Jill if you've got any questions, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be very cool too. And you're going to be doing some breath work.
Yes, tell me quickly, seeing as you mentioned it, what do you think the value of the breath work is?
So it's going to be softening into the heart space for the final ceremony of the appreciation and the acknowledgement of everything that they received and got worked through in the previous 5.5 weeks, and then you will have the ability to resonate with that energy as well, and everyone will be resonating together.
Beautiful.
And then the activation will settle and drop even in a higher finite detail, because they'll be out of their human thinking brain and into their superconscious much better. Is that a word? Much better, Lee. They will be in their superconscious. Yeah, it's going to help them to take them through. And also, I really wanted you to do it, and I really want to celebrate you, Jess, for doing everything that you do and bringing you in.
Thank you.
To the
I'm
work.
so excited. I'm so excited to be part of it and to, just connect with people and help them to soak it all in at the end. It's a lovely time to be doing it as well, because that's so important, just to make sure everything gets really settled into that heart space.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you want to mention before you head off? No. I just want to leave with one thought. Jill once shared.
Oh, hang on. Oh, go on. I was going to say, if anyone's got any questions now, they might.
So while everyone's typing questions in, I'll just mention this one little thought. Jill once mentioned some feedback a client had given her in a group of ours, and it was something along the lines of, Jill reached down my throat and tickled my soul. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I can't remember who that is now. I think it's Kay. Kay Story.
That's for me. That so beautifully sums up your style and approach. You're challenging, and you do push through or encourage us to push through things. But then there's that really gentle, playful, tickling side. So yeah, it's just, I love that. I love that you reached down my throat and tickled my soul.
Yeah, that is brilliant. I'm going to put that on the website.
Yeah, you should remember it, definitely. Yeah, so if anyone's got any questions, type them in to the chat. I know there's sometimes a bit of a delay, so we'll wait a few moments.
Can you see who's watching?
I can. We've got Lisa and Hannah and a couple of other people whose first names I don't know, but I can see their handles.
Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. Do you have any questions for me? Is this resonating with you? Are you having similar experiences yourself right now? Has the last 3 or 4 weeks been like a spiritual up level and accelerator experience for you? Because that will be you hello SJ. That will be you coming up, raising up, being prepared for this energy. Jane's here. Hello, Jane, Galactic Superstar Reader. Hi, Pascal. It's been intense. Yes, it has been intense, for sure. Okay, any questions? Have we missed any comments? Oh, I can see them too.
Yeah, and I think that's
it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Well, if anyone's got any questions, feel free to either contact me or Jill, I guess. And if you want to book in or find out more, pop to the link in my bio and find out more there.
Yeah, See you later. Thanks, Jess. What do we
See
do
you.
now? What do we do? What do we do? Do you just end it?
Yeah, I think I end it now. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to end it. Lovely to chat, Jill. Have a lovely day. Speak soon.
Bye. Bye. Still here.
There's always this awkward moment at the end of lives.
Yeah.
Right. Ah, they get in now.